To some extent, the majority of those were already answered in the JCPOA, in the former agreement that the UK was part of as an E3 country, just performed better and in a more strict way. Then you have an agreement that we can trust, and there will be no future necessary Israeli operations or American operations or joint operations. Nobody wanted it. Nobody wanted to fight. Listen, this is sometimes the absurdity of this is hitting me. We have no border with Iran. We have no historical conflict with Iran. The Iranians are sympathetically mentioned in the Bible as our friends. So historically, and in the Middle East, there are only 4 real historic nations that were not a Sykes-Picot, Western geographers drawing a map, which is Israel, Iran, Turkey, and Egypt. So there's no reason for this ongoing dispute. And alas, this regime has decided that in my opening, it wasn't even an opening remark, it was an opening remark. I said that I disagree with Prime Minister Netanyahu in most things. One of them was the way they acted opposite the JCPOA. Getting rid of the JCPOA without a clear plan of what do we want to have instead of this was wrong. And by the way, without getting our European friends, this was, back in history, I don't know if you remember this, but England used to be part of Europe. But basically, doing this without our European friends was a mistake. It should have been a coordinated effort and not one-sided. So I think the JCPOA had its flaws. I used to discuss this with our American friends in length, but making it disappear without a coherent plan of what should come instead of this, just saying we're going to have full sanctions, but the full sanctions does not include our European friends, so it's not full sanctions, wasn't the right way to go about it. I'm going back to the beginning of our conversation. I am no fan of Israel's government, and I'm going to have, I don't know if easy time discussing with you about Gaza, but easier time than the government, because I completely disagree with what they're doing there.
We will get Mr. Lapid. I'd like to refer you back to an interview that you gave last year, where you said Netanyahu is not working for the country. The only thing he cares about is staying in power. He's for himself. He's lost his soul. Is the endless sort of fight for wars and constant wanting to keep the extended war in Gaza continuous? Is this just an existential fight for survival for Netanyahu?
Well, this is, I feel a bit uncomfortable to discuss this with a foreign, even if friendly parliament. Just on a personal note, I am so tired of analyzing his psychological motives. This has become an international game like they do with President Trump. Basically, when it was something...
Missiles are designed to maximize destruction and punch through Israel's multi-layered air defense shield. For Israel, the threat is real. The Gather Aegis multi-warhead design means a single missile can split in flight, targeting several locations at once and overwhelming even the most advanced interceptors. This is a leap beyond Iran's previous arsenal, solid and liquid-fueled missiles like the Khaybar Shekan, Emad and Fatah 1, all of which were also deployed in this operation. The IRGC's tactics are evolving rapidly, mixing missile salvos with coordinated drone swarms to probe and exploit every weakness in Israeli defenses. For 12 days, Israeli Air Force launched multiple rounds of attacks. After destroying Iranian air defenses, destroyed IDF claimed total air superiority. Israel has claimed to destroyed multiple missile launching sites, along with command and control units. Despite the relentless bombardment, Iranian armed forces have continued to launch multiple rounds of missile attacks every day. Severely weakened, but Iran's missile program is a force to be reckoned with, capable of delivering death and destruction on command. Bureau Report, WION.